Ronnie like corners me with business questions now. Like
oh yeah.
Used to be Ronnie was my driver, and I'm coming up in the elevator today, and he's like, "Hey man," he goes, these people who run the Ronnie block party?" I go, "No, I don't know any of them." He starts naming people like I'm supposed to know them.
Right now, you're supposed to remember these names.
Yeah, it's Ronnie's business venture. He goes, "I'm just checking." The guy bought. When he explains business, it's crazy. He goes, the guy bought a Long Island theater, which means he rented the theater for one of their shows.
Okay,
but he goes,
I don't know.
The guy bought a Long Island theater, and he wants to show the movie Private Parts before the block party. Is that okay?
Oh.
And I'm like, I go, Ronnie, I don't own the movie Private Parts. Somebody wants to show it.
Paramount.
Yeah, that's Paramount's deal. I go, but, the real answer is I fucking can't stand that block party, Ronnie's block party. I hate it. It's turned into my nightmare.
Yeah! We're here! Woo!
I don't give a shit about it.
Well, why don't you tell him that? Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Leave me alone, damn it.
Yeah, I just want to say, Ronnie, never, ever be smart. Never bring up the block party to me. I fucking, you want to know what I want? I want you to get rid of it. I want it to go away.
Don't ever say block party to me.
Yeah. When they're having some cruise with Beetlejuice. It's like anyone they can find off the show. And then it's like, there's a whole little ancillary business. Letterman's people don't do that.
No, there's no Letterman traveling circus.
Yeah, there's no, the Daily Show doesn't have a traveling circus. Only I have that. And really, I don't want to hear about it. Don't ask me business questions in the morning when I'm coming up in the elevator.
What's wrong? What did I do
Don't
now?
mention the block party to me.
Why? What did I do? What's wrong?
No, I mean, with that whole Private Parts and showing the movie before the block party, I don't give a fuck about them. I want the block party to die and go away. So every time you bring
but that's not true.
What's
what?
Not true?
I was watching. What was I watching last night? I was just talking to Lieberman about the pace car thing.
Yeah.
And you were on there,
right,
making comments.
Right.
And do you remember your comment?
What was it?
How you make people from around you.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. So do me a favor. Don't bring up that block party to me.
All right.
Especially in the morning. I hate it.
I asked you. I'm trying to do the right thing and ask permission and not fuck up. I don't want to fuck up.
Talk to Gary about it.
Why would I talk to Gary about
it? Because I don't
You're
want to be confronted.
He's not
no,
Gary. It's not
Gary's
you.
the executive producer of the show.
Yeah,
don't talk to me. Listen, Ronnie, listen carefully.
I am listening
carefully.
carefully.
To me about your block party business. If you got business with the limo, that's what you are to me. You're my limo driver.
Understood.
And you're security. Do you want to talk about that shit with me? Fine. You want to talk about your fucking block party business? Talk to Gary.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I want to hear about it. It fucking makes me want to throw up.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
He doesn't understand anyway.
I understand.
I love how he says I'm listening while you're talking.
She always waits till I walk out. When I say something, go ahead. What'd you say?
Do you think that I could show the block party at the block party?
No, not me.
You think we could show the? Who is it then? I don't know this fucking guy you're in business with.
The guy asked me. The guy asked.
In other words, the
guy asked me a simple question.
Yeah, the guy's got a direct pipeline to me through you. This is some fucking guy I never would pick up the phone on, and now I got to deal with him.
You're not dealing with him.
Yes, I am.
It's a simple thing.
I had to deal with you this morning, so this guy has a direct fucking pipeline to me through you.
It's a simple. It's a simple thing.
It's simple for you.
It's a yes or no answer. It was no big deal, I thought.
I don't like...
Then every answer is no.
Yeah, how about that? From now on, everything is no.
Okay.
That's all my answer.
All right.
Think of another question, and it's no. Okay, you got another question? So now, whatever question you ask me, it's no.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Like, in other words, do you think it's okay if this guy that I'm doing business with sells Howard dolls at the block party?
Who said that?
Nobody's saying anything.
I'm not talking to you.
What's the answer?
He's making an example.
I don't give a fuck about the block. I hate the block party. Now you know. I hate it. I hate that commercial you shot for your stupid fucking cruise. I hate it.
It's not a cruise.
Whatever it is. I hate that. I hate that all the people.
That was
Beetlejuice is. I hate all that. No other show has that. I don't want that.
Well, that's not what you said.
I know. So I'm being a nice guy. So don't fucking bring up any more business.
All right.
So that this guy, whoever this guy is, has access to me. Talk to Gary.
He doesn't have access to you.
Yes, he does. Through you. He goes, Ronnie, ask Howard.
No, that was my idea. Ask Howard because I don't want to make any mistakes.
You have an idea. Talk to Gary.
Okay.
Gary is going to be your.
That wasn't his idea at all. That was my idea.
Yeah. When you have an idea, as soon as you have an idea.
No, it was my idea to run it by.
No, whenever you have an idea, go to Gary. That's all I'm saying.
It wasn't my idea.
No, when you have an idea to come to me,
okay,
just say substitute Gary for me.
And then Gary's going to come to you and ask you.
Whatever. I feel more comfortable.
Difference?
Oh, it's a big difference.
Hey, Ronnie, can I help you out on this? The difference is he doesn't have to deal with it. I understand what he wants. I'm the buffer.
Okay.
That way
he's the guy who's going to tell you no.
He can give a true answer and not have to be embarrassed.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to say to Gary, is it okay? Ask Howard if it's okay about the Private Parts movie. Should
I ask him now?
No,
you want me to ask him?
No, not in front of me. Then Gary comes to me. And
I already
Gary
asked you, and you said it's
meeting.
okay.
No, listen to me for once, and you'll learn how things work around here because you haven't figured it out.
Okay.
Gary and I will sit alone in a room, and I'll say to Gary, listen, I hate the fucking block party. Go to Ronnie and say, you're not even going to ask me, and just tell him no. It's not a good idea. That's how we do it. Gary pretends that he didn't ask me, and then when they say no, and then I'll go, hey, and then you'll say to me,
Gary will be the bad guy.
And then, of course, you won't be able to take that answer, and you'll come to me directly. I'll go, oh, gee, Gary didn't even tell me. Okay? That's what's going on, Ronnie. Ronnie, I hate the block party. I hate it. I'm putting up with it for some bizarre reason because I'm too fucking nice. But don't come to me with business questions about some fucking guy who's got an idea about showing Private Parts. I don't care about this guy. You know, when I was working 24 hours a day on that movie and writing it, writing the book and Len Bloom and all that, I wasn't dreaming one day it would be shown at Ronnie's block party.
What's wrong with that? It's for the
fans.
fans.
I hate it. Don't worry about the fans. I'll worry about the fans. When did I put you in charge of the fans?
You didn't put me in charge. I asked a simple question, for God's sakes. I asked a simple question.
How about selling my books there, too? Maybe you could do that.
He's gonna
Give them to me. I'll sell them for you.
That's a great idea. That won't embarrass me at all.
It's a movie. It's a movie theater with
Ronnie,
a movie.
Just ask Gary.
I already asked you. You said it was
I said okay.
All right.
What am I going to say?
Oh, my goodness.
I don't want to deal with it.
Did you?
I did because I fucking can't say to people's faces. And he fucking knows that, too.
Oh, bull crap. You've told me no to things.
What did I tell you no to?
I don't remember, but you've told me no to things. No, you've told me no to things.
Name one.
I can't remember right now.
Because I never have.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
What is it? Name it.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You're saying I said no to things, but you don't remember.
I know you've said no to things
one of them.
to me.
Name one. Because there isn't one, Ronnie. Get out of here.
All right.
Now, how is this guy going to show the movie, Howard?
I don't know. Robin.
He's not going to go to Paramount and get a print. He's going to get a DVD.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be like watching on a DVD what you could do at home. It's not even gonna have a copy of the film.
I don't know what he's going to have. Maybe he is going to have a copy of the film.
So you don't have any problem asking me that question.
Well,
first
before
thing in the morning when I'm trying to read the fucking paper.
Before I find out that. No, we were in the elevator car. I didn't bother you in the elevator. I didn't. You weren't reading the paper in the elevator.
That's exactly what I was doing.
No, you weren't. You were talking to me.
No, I was reading the paper, and then you started talking to me.
Oh, so full of shit, man. We were walking up the fucking.
Okay, so that's what you do. That's time for Ronnie's business hour.
There's no business hour. I asked a simple question.
All I want to talk about is where the car is going to be, and when you're doing security. That's it. I've given you a great life.
I know. I didn't say. What am I saying?
Hey, you think we could show the movie Private Parts before the block party? I hate the fucking block party.
And
I hate it.
Imagine you're going to sit 2 hours of a movie, then the block party. Why do these people have to be tied up all day?
Instead of going to a block party, why don't you just drive me? There's a fucking concept.
I do this when I'm not driving you.
Yeah. Well, you could be spending more hours driving me.
I don't want to drive.
You don't want to drive?
No.
Oh, you want to be on stage yelling.
Yeah.
Representing the Howard Stern show. I'd rather have you drive me. That's what I'm paying you for, not to fucking go out. I didn't ask you to be the representative.
I didn't ask you. I never said I was the representative.
Right. So please don't bother me about movies. Be smart and keep quiet. What are you talking about? Go to Gary. Yeah. And then I'll tell you no through Gary. Why would I go to Gary? Because I don't like. Do you understand? I don't want to answer you directly.
All right. I got you.
You're a guy I know over 30 years. I don't feel comfortable saying no to your face. I'm telling you that.
Okay.
I'd rather Gary do it.
Why?
Because I don't feel like being direct with you about your business
You
ventures.
can be direct with me.
I don't feel comfortable.
You can say no.
I don't feel comfortable saying no. I'd rather do
Why?
it through Gary.
What's your problem?
I have a problem.
Okay.
Okay? So now you know.
Okay. Gotcha.
So don't piss on me and
I'm
fucking
not
ask me questions.
pissing on you. I don't mind pissing on you.
By asking me correct
If I
questions.
pissed on you, I would just
Here's
go
my
ahead
answer.
and do it.
My answer's no
Without
to
even
everything.
saying anything.
My answer's no to everything.
Okay.
Okay? Now you know the
Not
answer.
to this, though. You already said yes.
Yeah, go have fun showing my fucking movie. Why don't you show the Ronnie
What's
movie?
wrong with that?
Show
What's
the
wrong
fucking
with showing
Ronnie.
your movie?
I don't want anything to do with you guys and your fucking block party. I hate it. It's an embarrassment to me.
So tell us to shut it down.
I told you I didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Well, then tell Gary to tell us to shut it down.
All right. Well, maybe I'll do that then.
All right.
If you're smart, you don't bring anything up. Just go out and do your block party. You don't tell me about it. Yeah.
No, you'd rather find out after it's done and I've done it and didn't ask you about it.
No.
And then you'll really be
Use your
mad.
head. What do you have to show the movie private parts for? What is that? You're not having enough success? Why does my movie
It was
have
just
to be
an idea that somebody came up with, and all you had to do was
now
say no.
Somebody has worked their way into my life through you. I don't know this fucking guy. Who is this fuck?
It's a guy who's a promoter who's buying the
I
show.
don't care. I don't want this guy in my life through you. I shouldn't even know about this
All right,
guy.
so we won't do it then.
Thank you.
Okay?
Okay.
We
Why
won't-
don't you show your home movies? You ever make home movies?
No.
Well, make a home movie and show it to your fucking audience. Why you got to show me over there?
They show it on TV. I don't understand what the big deal is.
Do whatever you want. Then why'd you ask me about it? If it's
Because
not a big deal?
I feel it's the right thing to do.
Then don't bother me with it. Go to Gary. I told you that.
Can't win here.
Why don't you play tapes of the show too with there?
I don't play tapes of the show. What are you
Well, what's the difference? What's the difference in the movie?
What are you talking about?
Well, why don't you do that?
Showing tapes.
Why don't you show tapes of the show? Show Ronnie movies. Make a movie and show it.
No, but
Who's
then you'll be
stopping
mad
you?
about that too.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, you would.
Go make a movie.
No, you'd be mad.
Go make a porn.
Oh, you
I
make-
do whatever you want.
Make a porn.
Yeah, do what you want. Don't involve me. My movie.
Who's involving you? It's
You're
a
involving me.
movie that they play everywhere.
I come up in the fucking elevator. I'm dealing with. There's a promoter out there who bought the fucking. I don't
He
know
didn't
this
buy
guy.
anything yet. I'm just
He
saying.
bought a theater in Long
It was an
Island.
idea.
Idea.
Man.
Are you guys finished?
What do you want from me? This is what I
I don't
deal
want
with.
it. I don't want anything. I
Leave me
asked a
alone,
simple
Ronnie. I'm in the middle of this
question.
stuff. Come on. I'm doing a show. Get out of here, please.
You're the one who called me in.
I didn't call you in. Go back and listen to the tape. You walked in on your own.
Oh.
I didn't ask for you.
They told me to come in.
Well, don't listen to them. I'll tell you when to come in. Never.
Ron,
What?
we talk for a moment.
What? What?
Have you lost sight of your role here?
No! Go away, stupid. Lost sight of my role there.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Are you reading between the lines that Howard doesn't want to be bothered with things on,
just
on the
heard-
periphery?
I don't
on
need
the-
you to explain it. I just gotta. Somebody just explained it to me, okay? I don't need you to explain it to me.
How will you navigate?
I don't need you to explain it to me.
Well, how will you?
I don't need
I'm
you
not
to
gonna
explain
I'm gonna
it
ask
to
you a
me.
Question. How will you navigate going forward? How will you navigate what you?
I'll
can
set
say
my
to Howard?
GPS. That's how I'll navigate, okay?
How do you know?
That's why I have a GPS.
How do you know what
I'll
to say
navigate.
to Howard?
I'll set my GPS to Howard, okay?
Will you be sending everything through Gary now when you just want to say good morning to Howard or something very simple?
What?
How will you? How will
Don't
you,
worry about it. That's not your concern.
as a backup to private
I'll
parts?
set my GPS to navigate, okay?
As a backup to showing private parts, what will you show in lieu of that? Maybe a share concert, something more personal to you?
What are you talking about?
Because you obviously can't be showing private
Who
parts.
said
at the
that? He
block
said it
party.
was okay.
I got the sense that he doesn't want that to happen. And Ronnie, one more thing. Do you think the block party's gone too far? Do Howard's words echo in your mind that maybe perhaps you're using his name to generate
Who's
profit?
using his name?
Well, the promoter that was discussed, the whole concept of the block party. Howard seems to think you're commercializing his name without really his blessing.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
You're making up shit in your head right now.
I think I'm reading between some lines here.
Yeah, okay. Well, read between the lines of your camera.
Ronnie, I couldn't help but overhear.
You're such a douchebag with this camera. I swear to God, I can't stand it.
I couldn't help but overhear, Ron, that you're thinking about canceling every block party for the remainder of 2013.
And if I do, is that your business?
No, but I think it's a major part to this morning's show and the storyline that's going on right now. Do you feel like you're making a rash decision here? Are you reacting? Are you being too reactionary again? Are you automatically assuming that...
stop it with your stupid
I'm saying, like, does it
camera.
Mean, just because Howard's mad today, does it mean you have to cancel every single block party?
Well, maybe if the, like I said, I know the guy for almost 30 years. I can get a fucking straight answer if I ask him a question.
Are you insulted?
I have to go to Gary. After all these years, I have to go to Gary and ask him?
So clearly you're insulted by this new mandate.
Yeah, I'm insulted.
You think 30 years of loyalty might have earned you the right to have a personal
this guy about
conversation.
shit that you wouldn't believe we talk about, okay? I thought I could go to him and ask a fucking question. I guess I can't.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Are you excited for the big Vegas trip?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of people going. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Plan on catching some shrapnel there?
I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of people there.
Can I explain something?
What about? Do you think you'll get?
Go ahead, Benj.
No.
You sure?
You're going to be JD. Will you be? You're going to be at Artie's event, which they're picking the Miss Howard TV.
Me and Ronnie,
right? And aren't you going to be holding a camera?
Well, yeah.
Can't you act like you're in charge? Like, okay, move over.
Well, I mean, it just depends on the situation.
You got to talk to Ganji. Ganji's utilized that stupid camera for years to get laid.
Really? He doesn't seem to be getting laid all that much.
He gets laid. He just doesn't talk about it.
He hits chicks over the head with the camera, and then he fucks her. Listen, Gary is right. At every gig I have JD, when I'm an hour in and I can't speak because I have emphysema, I need some water. So it used to be Teddy, and I'd get the whole place to chant homo. It was great. But now JD comes out, and people love JD.
Right.
When he comes out, he gets an enormous cheer, and I'm like, I go to the girls, someone fuck him. And I guess maybe it's happened a few times or no times. How's it going with that, bro?
It has not happened at all. Hold on. A couple of times there have been, situations where I've hung out with girls, but nothing came of it.
Some pictures, it looks like you're fucking Teddy in Detroit, St. Louis, Vegas, L.A., Pittsburgh.
That's how it is.
Artie, you might have to take it to the next level. You might have to say, who's willing to fuck JD? Please come up to the stage.
Well, it might turn into I have to fuck JD.
Well, I mean, because it's a lot of girls that have guys that come to the shows.
Tell me which guys. I know people that can make them disappear.
Well,
they could be on a flight to Detroit and be there in an hour. The guy won't ever be found again.
Well, last time you guys were in Vegas, you helped JD out a lot, Artie. Remember?
Yeah, I paid for it. And there's no shame in that, by the way.
Listen.
See the movie The Hangover. The Hangover will make people think differently about Vegas whores. They can be very sweet.
Yeah, she was so nice and clean and cute.
No, right now Vegas whores get a bad rap.
You going to be hanging with Ronnie?
I don't know. I know we're gonna go to the big appearance at the Rick's whatever.
Oh, I'm going. Here's the schedule.
Friday
Here's the schedule Saturday, right? And if this doesn't get a guy
hold
excited,
on. Ronnie's Friday night.
Okay, whatever the fuck it is. Friday night, we're going to Rick's every night, asshole.
Okay.
Every night there's a party at Rick's. All right. So Friday night's the official Ronnie party at Rick's. Saturday, if we go to sleep, we get up. And in the afternoon, me, Ronnie, and all the guys judge the new Miss Howard TV. They're expecting 200 women by the pool at the Hard Rock. We're the judges. And the ones that we like go into something called the Chick Pit. And then we cherry pick from the Chick Pit and pick a new Miss Howard TV. Then that night, I'm doing stand-up at the Joint at the Hard Rock in Vegas. Then we're going to Rick's again, asshole, with all the girls from the Chick Pit. And then don't knock on my door after 6 a.m. How's that fucking sound?
Well, I never knock on your door.
You got 200.
You have. Good for you. You and Teddy have thinking I died from heroin and a whore.
Anybody else from around here going, JD?
Howard TV.
Which is what? Is Goodstein going?
I believe Goodstein, Ganji.
Oh, yeah, Doug's going.
Ganji, Brian Phelan.
Benji, please come.
I just asked Goodstein. I don't know. I have to check the Greyhound.
I'll pay for your flight. I will.
Nah, but that feels weird. If the show would,
don't worry about it. I'm making a lot of money for stand-up. I'll pay for your flight.
That's very nice of you. But
you know what's funny? Don't you think it's interesting? And Howard makes this point all the time, but it's true. If there were a shoot this weekend, say at Jeff the Drunk's house, it would be like Joe and Chris and those guys. But it's always Ganji and Doug for the important shit.
And it should be because, it's an event that was created because of me. And Doug and Ganji and all those guys, they're like my family now. I love seeing them. I love Chris and these guys, but I haven't known them as long. I'm happy they're coming. It's not a burden. It's going to be a big party.
It's not about you.
No, I know.
It's about them having to do important work in Vegas.
Well, I want when I'm voting for one of the chicks in the Chick Pit, I want to be in focus.
Artie, Howard suggested that you should bring your new lady along for the trip, which you immediately shot down.
Howard, that's the funniest thing Howard's ever said. Listen to me. You ever hear you don't bring sand to the beach?
Yes.
That saying means even more if you're dating the sand. If the sand is your girlfriend, you really don't bring it to the beach. No, it's a guy's weekend. I explained it to her. She's lovely, and she's a classy person. And it's a guy's weekend in Vegas. I'm sure Ronnie, you still have your girl?
Yeah.
No, Ronnie's girl gets it. She's cool. It's a guy's weekend. We're not going to do anything wrong.
Guy stuff like fishing and...
No, I'm going to gamble. I told her. These are my two vices. I can't drink or do any blow or heroin. I'm going to have a cigarette in a private room, and I'm going to play craps and poker and blackjack all night. And that's going to be my vice.
You're going to come to my strip club appearance?
I'm going to come to that, but I'll just have a cigarette and stay in the corner with the King James version of the Bible. I'm not going to do anything wrong, and she knows that. I'm just going to have a fun guy's weekend.
Ronnie, you gonna hang with JD at all?
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to hang with Artie, but he always says he's going to hang, but I don't,
Dude,
he never shows up.
Dude, that's because I was on heroin before. Heroin people don't show up.
I came in here to
ruin the show?
Yeah, I came in here. I'm going to ruin the show right now because Scott the engineer wants you to.
I'll pay for it.
Pay for him.
He's got it. I want Scott the engineer out there. I want him to have a good time in life. I will pay for. Tell him to book a ticket, get the cheapest coach flight he can find, going through Nebraska and London. No, seriously, I want him to book a ticket and give me the receipt. He's coming. You're all fucking coming.
Oh,
this is John Gotti talking. Every mother, not the guys who already have a ticket. I'm not repaying for you jerk-offs. McClure, Benji, Scott the engineer, every one of you fucks is coming to the Artie party in Vegas this weekend, baby.
Hold on, Artie. I smell something here. John, could you go to line 11?
Ralph Sorella, you're on the wrap-up show.
I said guys.
Listen, I'm not trying to get a Artie freebie because
here comes Scott.
Because he just said he said buy a coach ticket. And I don't fly coach.
Hey Ralph, listen. Hey Ralph, but you buy coach bags. Ralph, listen. The $300 I owe you, I'll get you a ticket to Vegas. We'll call it even. How's that sound?
That's okay. I appreciate the offer. I know it's genuine, but
it is. I want you out there. Ralph knows how to pick up chicks, man.
I have to work Friday.
You have a job?
I do.
Oh, you got to do something.
I'm doing a special of the history of Howard Stern with John Hine.
And that broad.
2 o'clock on Friday.
All
We
right.
could cancel it, though.
You could be on a 4 o'clock plane. You land at 7.
No, wait a minute, Ralph. The all goes down Saturday. With the time change, you could make it. Get on a 7 a.m. flight Saturday. You could be in Vegas by 11 a.m.
He's done it 2 o'clock
nice
here.
Offer. I tried to get in on it like weeks ago when you first announced it, and I said to Doug, "Hey, Doug, Howard has me in judging things all the time. How about you have, Howard TV has me there to do that."
Ralph would be great for that.
Yeah, Doug didn't see the value in it, but he figured he needed to be there. But
Listen, I'm serious. Ralph, if you got to work for Howard, that's one thing. But Scott, McClure, and Benji, I'm telling you right now, you got to get your own tickets. Take care of yourself. Get nonstop coach tickets back and forth. And you give me the receipts, and you will get the money.
Scott, are you going to go?
It's an Artie party.
Are you going to go?
What about a room for him?
Artie
What
just
about a room?
Yeah, what about the room?
Not that much of a party.
He's crashing with Ronnie.
Listen, hold on, guys.
We'll get your rooms. We'll get everything. I'm bringing 4,000 gambling degenerates to the joint that night. The money they're going to make's insane. Everything's going to be free.
Private plane.
Yeah,
Private
I'm
plane.
not Howard. I'm not Howard.
As soon as Scott calls home and asks permission, he's going.
No, fuck that.
I'm going home.
I'll give your wife $10,000 to give you permission. We're going.
You gotta go,
Everybody heard
Scott.
that, right?
Nothing
that's
makes
a
a party like Scott Salem.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
Ralph.
right.
And stay away from him when I'm gambling.
Life of the party.
So you going to go?
I would love to.
You're going.
I thank you for the offer. I have to talk to my partner. I mean,
You're a fag now?
Wait a minute now. He's been bitching about this for weeks.
We're
I
partners.
should be going too. Doug should get me on this trip.
That's right.
Now get out of here.
Now Artie's willing to pay for it. Now he's bitching.
Hold on.
I'll pay for it. Now get out of here before Opie and Anthony walk in.
Hold on. Scott, why do you think that you should? Why were you saying that you should be on this trip before Artie offered? What's
No,
the
I
reason?
didn't say I should be on the trip.
What? What did he say, Ronnie?
Doug,
Ronnie, what did he say?
you're here. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, jerk off.
Whatever.
Scott wanted in from day one,
But under what's the premise?
just because it's time to.
You mean as a judge, or
he wants to just go to Vegas.
He didn't say he needed to be there because of some audio.
No, if there's an audio mix, but that's being done by the house by the hardware.
Yeah, that'll be good. Scott's a great engineer. I want him there. And fuck working. You're there for free on me.
Scott wanted to go there and ruin the audio.
Get advice from Hitler.
Okay.
Doug,
I'll be there.
Doug, how did
he'll be there.
Get permission from your wife, Mussolini.
Doug,
You getting flights over there?
Doug, how did Scott approach you? Did he casually hint, or did
I
he say,
want to come,
"Hey"?
motherfucker.
It was as subtle as I heard you going to Vegas. Can I go?
Right. I said, do you need anybody to work? I didn't say.
It's an Artie party at the Hard Rock. Every one of you is just coming. Gary, I swear, I want you to come. Get that thing out of your cock and come.
That thing's out. I got my kid's birthday party on Friday.
what
Make the
excuse is
stuff
that?
come out of your cock that should.
A rock?
Doug,
Some semen?
Doug, did anybody?
Semen, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
JD, is there a chance that you could come back on Monday having not gotten laid?
Oh, there's always a chance of that, sure.
And if you don't get laid, lie about it.
Okay.
John Hine, you're coming. The wife and kids, the wife and kids will be fine with the out. You got $20 million for that website. Give them half of it right now, and just fucking come to Vegas.
I appreciate the invite, Ralphie. So, what are you going to do? You leave it? You're not going to be doing the show with me on Friday and heading out to Vegas, or what?
No, I am the consummate professional. I'll be working on Friday.
Yeah, but Friday, what time you done?
3 o'clock. Then we and Jason are gonna go see Star Trek on IMAX.
Ralph, listen.
My day is booked.
Listen, Ralph, you're giving me a headache. If I would fly Jason out, but I can't afford 4 seats. It's great to be able to do fat jokes about other people now. But Ralph, please, I love Ralph, and when he's around hot chicks, he knows how to talk to them. Jason can block all the ugly guys just standing in front of us. It's gonna.
Artie, thanks. I'll think about it. I know it's genuine. And
all right, think about it. Just if you're going to do it, just book it and give me the receipt when you get there.
Artie gets a receipt from me for $2,000.
Listen, I'll pay it because I'm winning, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Watch
winning
what you
money
say,
too.
Artie.
I'm winning money. I feel hot. I'm doubling what I make it doing stand-up. I'm so crazy right now. I'm out of my mind.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, everybody talked about how they think I have a drinking problem and how I should limit myself to about 2 drinks a night, which I personally don't think that's going to happen. You know, I'm not a 2-drink type of guy. You know, I got a big belly. I got to feed that beast. So check it out.
Richard has said before, or at least acknowledged, that he's got a problem and he's an alcoholic, but it's a problem he can handle and he has control over.
Well, everybody who's got a problem thinks it's a problem they can handle. You know, when it comes to that, it's very difficult. Most people, it's very difficult for them to say, I have a drinking problem, because if they did, they would stop drinking. Richard admits he has a drinking problem, then continues to drink.
I don't think Richard's ever going to stop drinking. I mean, he thinks he's a social drinker.
I think he's lying when he says he sees it as a problem. I think he's placating us. I don't think he sees it as an issue.
Oh, you think he doesn't think he has a problem? You think he doesn't think he has a problem?
Right,
He's just saying it to shut everybody up here.
Yeah, because if you have a problem, wouldn't you address it?
Not necessarily, but if you feel like, I got a problem, but I'm on top of it, I have some control over it. I mean, that's always been Richard's attitude ever since this came up. He loves to drink. Sometimes he goes a little over the line, and he knows it, but he feels like he can keep it in check. Richard, we're talking about you behind your back, and now you're here.
We get to talk about something we've never talked about on the wrap-up show before, my drinking and my gayness.
Hey, it came up on today's show, which means we talk about it on the wrap-up show.
Why don't we talk about my heroin a little more, you ass licker? Write another fucking song parody about my weight and heroin, you dickwad.
And Artie clearly feeling better right now and good enough to give you advice, and heartfelt advice, I thought, about addressing what he thinks is a problem in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's a problem?
I appreciate it. Yeah, well...
Listen, I love Richard. Speak, and then I'll talk again.
It definitely... They make it sound like a problem on the air. I haven't had a problem with them because I'm just out having fun. To me, what it boils down to is fun equals drinking. Drinking equals fun. I'm having fun out there. I'm just doing my thing. Life is short. I want to have fun.
And you don't think your behavior changes at all when you're really shit-faced?
Well, I mean, I haven't gone to jail because of it yet, knock on wood.
I'm not saying it's criminal.
That's your gauge.
I just, I get happy when I drink. I'm not an angry drunk, and it doesn't seem to cause problems. I mean, being in a wheelchair at Tampa Airport wasn't a problem for anybody.
Was it embarrassing to you?
No, not really. I mean, you're looking at a guy who, streaks where he works and gets naked. Nothing embarrasses me, really.
No, but in a way, it is causing trouble because now it's an issue at work. Howard isn't being joking when he's saying this. He's worried about you, and that's your boss worried about you. You're getting drunk at your boss's engagement party. People are talking about it more. Physically, your appearance is changing. You're getting red in the face. You're starting to look like Dom DeLuise if you stayed in the tanning salon too long. You're changing for the worse because of drinking.
But
people are noticing that.
Hold on a second. Let me play devil's advocate for a second, just so we can have both sides. Richard, have you ever missed a day of work because of drinking?
No.
Have you ever missed a gig because of drinking?
No.
Have you been arrested because of drinking?
No.
So aside from when you drink on the weekends, does it affect your job or life at all?
Not at all.
Does your girlfriend not want to be with you because you drink too much?
No.
So he can play that in.
Yeah,
I understand what Artie's saying, but now Richard will play that in.
But Garrett, okay, he hasn't missed a day of work, but it is affecting his work in some way. It's a subject at work, and millions of people are hearing about it, and it could affect him getting other work. His girlfriend is a wonderful person, but who knows? I don't know this for sure. Maybe she drinks a little too much, too. I don't know, and maybe you're enabling each other. That's something. You two are a sweet couple, but maybe you got to look at that and maybe live a little healthier. I sound like a preacher because I'm an asshole. I've done every wrong thing in the world, and it did fuck up my life. And because I worked for a great man, he didn't fire me, and I'm still alive. And who knows? I may relapse. I could sound like a hypocrite. That happens, but I know that being wheeled in a wheelchair in an airport, that affects your life. People know about it. But it makes people look differently upon you, and those people, their decisions could affect your life.
So what makes you look at Richard more differently, getting wheeled in a wheelchair in Tampa or licking Sal's taint? And I'm being totally serious when I say that.
One he did sober, so fine, and one he did because he was drunk. If he was drunk when he licked Sal's taint, that's why. Okay, he's just a crazy, fun guy, and he did that for the show. But he got drunk and got wheeled in a wheelchair. That's a drinking problem. That's an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic, and you got to admit that to yourself. Doesn't mean you have to stop drinking. A lot of alcoholics just say, fuck you, I'm going to keep drinking. And you're from Kansas. You're a man's man. I get it. I hate when people tell me what to do. But dude, you're an alcoholic, and I love you, and I love you to death. You're funny, you're talented, you write music, which is something I'm envious of. But you know, Keith Richards did too, and he was a heroin addict. You know, it doesn't help your life, and that's all Howard's saying. Howard's being serious when he's saying that. And I know it sounds funny coming from me, but you know, maybe a guy who's been there is the one who can help you more.
Yeah, I just love it because I've never heard Richard referred to as a man's man.
No, he is. Because I mean, look, his father's a man's man. Richard grew up in Kansas. He didn't grow up like fucking Paris Hilton. You know what I mean? He knows how to work. He baled hay. He probably sucked cock for money. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying. I mean, that's a day's work. Sucking cock is a day's work, man. That's you know, you come home and you got to really shower.
A man's man leaves those messages for Will, and the man's man wants to see Brian Phelan naked on the show.
You don't want anybody to think you're gay, but when you were drunk, it affected your life because you left the homoist message on Will's fucking answering machine.
And I've given into that. I don't mind if people think I'm gay because I'm not gay, and I know
good because you are.
So
hey, Richard,
if people think it, I'm fine with it.
When you left that message,
well, everyone thinks it.
When you left that message, did you know you were leaving that message? Do you have no recollection of leaving that message?
I totally remember leaving that message. I was just messing around. I was. I call, you know, drunk people call, they drunk dial and call people and have a little fun.
And say, hey, dude, let's go to the game tomorrow. Let's gamble. Not, hey, I want to suck your cock and your ass is hot, Will.
Well, in all fairness to Richard, even when he's not drinking, he thinks the gay stuff is funny, which was proven today when he said, I have a great idea for the show. Let's get Brian Phelan.
Yeah, that came out of left field. By the way, let's get Phelan in here naked.
And you're a bear. You use the word that gay guys use seriously. You said he's a bear.
He is.
Well, I don't even know what to say right now.
I lost you on. I thought he was doing a comedy bit. I lost you on. But look at him. He's so cuddly.
He is. I mean, I'll walk by Brian in the hall and I'll just give him a big hug. And not as a gay thing. It feels good. It's like you're hugging a big beanbag or something. There's just something that feels good about wrapping your arms around something that's big and soft and cuddly.
And rubbing your soft on against his leg.
And I got news for you, dude. When people say when they hug me, it feels the same way. And if you hug me in the hall, I'm dropping you.
I'm not. I know better. Already.
Okay, good.
Well, Howard gave Richard some advice at the end of the time you were in there, and hit it, Teddy. I want to know if you're going to take this to heart.
You worry about you with the champagne and all the alcohol. Limit yourself to 2 glasses.
Oh, forget it, Howard.
That's Robin.
No fun.
That's ridiculous.
This is what's going to prove to him he's an alcoholic. You're not allowed to have more than 2 drinks a day. On a given day. And you can't wait.
On Saturday, he can save them all up. And
that's what I was going to say. If I don't drink during the week.
No more than 2 drinks a day.
2 drinks a day?
That's tough.
And you can't save them up. You can't wait till Sunday and have 14.
Yeah, because if I don't drink during the week, I get 10 drinks on Saturday.
Why is that so tough? I mean, you're a fun-loving guy. You need to drink to have a good time?
It definitely helps. Like, try going to a bar and not drinking. It's just boring.
I do every weekend when I do stand-up. And you know what?
I commend you for it. It's hard.
It takes willpower. It takes willpower.
But I think he's saying you have to do that because it's all or nothing. And Richard's saying in his mind, I've got it under control, but does he?
Under control? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have it under control.
Well,
that's where you're fooling yourself.
I know. Okay.
And look, 2 drinks a day and 3 cocks. Can you do that?
Hey, what's up? This is Will, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about how everyone in the studio took off their shirt to show off their amazing bodies. A couple people called me in, but I wasn't going in there. I couldn't compete with, Jason, Benji, and Artie for best bod, so I'm out.
There was a moment when everyone's shirt was off in the studio. How did that happen, and what was going on there?
Almost everyone's shirt. What happened was if you were in the studio, you got caught up in that. Well, first of all, that caller called. What's the guy's name, Will?
Johnny Boy. John Boy.
Is John Boy gay? Or was he just being goofy?
Which was all weird. He wasn't even being goofy, though. I didn't understand what his angle was.
He was almost acting gay today, but I mean, he got something going. So I know he wanted to see Howard, and then everybody started taking their shirts off. Then they called in Richard, and Richard will do anything. And then Sal came in, and then Artie did it, which, listen, he did it when he was a lot heavier, so I could understand that. But they kept calling for Will, and Will was pretending like he didn't hear. They kept calling for me. I was pretending like they didn't hear. And then at one point, they even called I threw Tim under the bus to try to get out from under it because I just didn't want to deal with it. But Jason took his shirt off. And Benji, of course, too. But Benji, again, Benji's part nudist.
And Robin declared Fred looking the best with everybody's shirts off.
And I disagree with that. Like, Fred has the overall like a great physique. It's very masculine. Howard has an incredible chest. If you look at it.
So your vote would have been for Howard.
If you listen individually on the chest alone, his chest beat anyone in there. Overall physique and shape, it's Fred.
Yeah,
Fred has a great masculine shape.
Didn't look that hard.
And Gary, was there any way you were going to go in?
I mean, I don't need to be in there. I don't need affirmation that I'm fucking fat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to see it.
You thought that's what was going to happen?
Oh, and I, for one, am one of those people. I haven't worked out in so long. Like, I'm one of those ones when I take my shirt off, it's not like, oh, Gary doesn't look so. Gary looks fatter than he is. I'm as fat as I look.
Well, didn't Howard say that whoever wasn't willing to do it clearly has some kind of problem, or I think
hang up?
Yes,
Yeah, I got a hang
sort
up.
of hang up.
I totally have a hang up. I don't want to look fat.
Now, what about you? Often requested Will Murray.
I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with it. Everyone was like taking their shirts off, and I don't need to go in there and be judged by people. It's just whatever. It wasn't like it was gay or whatever. I just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, but see, I
I'm
don't.
not a team
I don't
player.
understand you. You're like the girl with big tits who won't be in the wet T-shirt contest. You're at least in good shape.
Yeah, do you feel you have a good body?
I think it's okay.
Are you comfortable in your own skin?
Yes, I'm comfortable in my own skin, but
Do you think like people would have said, "Well, wow, it looks great"?
I think they'd be like, "Oh, he looks all right. Yeah, whatever." I don't think it look bad or anything. You know, I don't know. I think you get the pictures are all over the internet of you with your shirt off
That's
everywhere.
horrible,
I don't
yeah.
need that horse shit.
We'll just want some thinking about what it could look like versus
Right.
actually seeing.
Exactly. I'm sure in their imagination it's much better.
Keep
At
the
least Richards.
Keep the mystery alive. It certainly is in Richards. Okay, who looked the worst in there?
Well, Jason. I mean, who was that? Well, see, again, Artie looked so much better than he did 6 months ago that you can't say Artie looked bad. And quite honestly, Jason's got 40 pounds on Artie now, maybe 50. And, you know, and then the hair thing is just, it's a riot.
That's what's great about being horribly, horribly obese. As soon as you lose like 20 pounds, you're still obese, but people are like, wow, you're really getting better there.
Like, Benji, what are you weighing in at, say, today, around?
208.
Really?
Naked in the morning. Yeah, I did it.
And what were you 6 months ago?
About, I don't know exactly, about 40 pounds more.
All right, so that's good.
Have you ever cracked 200?
Yeah, definitely.
Fourth
One of our
grade.
weight loss contests. The lowest I was in a weight loss contest was about 195. Not this current one, but the one we did before. And I'm going when I get to 170 now. I'm gonna do a Beth Ostrowski makeover.
Nice.
Congratulations.
We only have a year and a half left.
If she's into it, if she's up.
Will, you agree? You think Jason was the?
I mean, there
one
was a
not to
couple
look at?
big boys in there with their issues. Like Benji kind of had some like side titty going on.
You know, you guys always said I'm trying to
Artie
make my
has
lats.
like just horrific stretch marks the entire way around his stomach, and you know, Jason's just an overall mess.
Well,
So-
what's with the rash on Richard that everyone was talking about? Like
He had like he had like chigger bites on his titties.
I mean, he doesn't shower for weeks. Is it really?
Is
that
that
much of a
really true?
surprise?
I mean, is that really, really true? Does he really not shower for more than a week at a time?
Yeah, I would say a week stretch would be not
Well, that-
out of the question.
That would explain, your body just gets oily and gross and everything. It's sweaty.
I thought Jason is so odd looking. It doesn't look gross. It looks almost like some sort of animal
It's
or something.
fascinating.
It is. It looks like one of those like a Coney Island sideshow. Like it's a Weevil Boy or something like that.
You
Like
mean he's deformed in some
No, he
way?
looks like he's part animal. Like when he takes his shirt off.
He really is very hairy. I mean, he's very uptight about it, and he's joked about it, how the Korean woman wanted to charge him double, but he really is a very hairy dude.
Well, if he's uptight about it, why is he taking off his shirt when he's in there?
Because he'll do anything for Howard.
Howard
He
ordered
really
him
will.
to.
He loves Howard.
He's very parish. I think that's what his issue is. It's not like a big guy that's like a fat guy. Sometimes they have a bigger upper body. He's kind of like a little slender up top, and then it gets bigger as you get down in the gut area.
Again, not
Gut
to
ass
not to
area.
get too gay, but even like with Artie, Artie doesn't have the stretch marks and stuff, but you could see Artie's got the physique of a guy who was in shape who got out of shape, as opposed to a guy who was never in shape.
Right.
Jason's like a giant. I don't know what they're called, like those things, but he's even more expanded, like a triangle. Those things you punch, but they keep bouncing back up.
Thursday's wrap-up show was all about a legendary record holder who's taken 2,700 loads to her face. Yes, I'm talking about Sabrina Deep, the Bukkake queen, and we're all fascinated by why she's doing it, her husband Fabio who showed up, and God knows we love to talk about stuff like that. And here's how the discussion went.
big guest today was the Bukkake Queen and her husband, Fabio. And, Gary, you never know what you're going to get when the Bukkake Queen shows up.
Yeah, I looked at the website yesterday. She looked okay. I was looking at the notes. I was like, 2,700 loads on the face, the whole deal. But, you never know what somebody's personality is going to be. That's where we trust Will. Will said she'd be pretty good. So she came on and she was willing to talk about everything. But she started to talk about her husband, Fabio, and the weird rules that they have. And Ronnie walks over to me. He goes, Fabio's in the green room. So I said, Will, put up a note. Fabio's here. And Howard brings him in, and he was exactly what you expect Fabio to be.
How would you describe Fabio?
Italian-looking, middle 30s, sort of shell-shock looking. And he was wearing a weird thing. He had a T-shirt tied around the front of his pants that looked like he was wearing a skirt, but it was just a T-shirt. But mild-mannered, quiet, that sort of thing. Not who I expected to be the husband of a porn star.
Right. Did you have any indication that he enjoyed pissing on his wife?
Well, the indication was that he's married to her. You figure, I'm only guessing, but if she does that in her porn life, I think that some of that spills over to real life. Even though porn stars say it doesn't, I think it starts to get blurry. So I would assume that she likes a guy who is into some interesting stuff.
Well, he mentioned that he is very much aware of what she does and what she did, and he'd rather know what his wife's doing than not know what his wife is doing.
Listen, you can rationalize anything. His great line was, he turns around to Howard and he goes, listen, I know where my wife is all day. He goes, you don't know where your wife is. You don't know how many loads she's getting on her face. As if all women get loads on their face.
Now, did Sabrina pronounce Bukkake? That's what Steve Brandano told me. Is that the correct pronunciation?
I heard a traditional pronunciation.
I heard her favorite baseball player is Carlos Beltran.
And is 2,700 loads to the face, is that a record as far as you know, Will?
Oh, definitely. 2,700 different men. I think JD's like 2,500, so he's just under.
And where do you think the office is that keeps those records?
Yeah, right. There was an actual guy. Remember, we had it was like sexualworldrecords.com, I think, is a website, and he would come bring all these girls in that were trying to break these most heinous records.
Now, do you think she enjoys it at this point, or is it just
I couldn't come
going
up
to
with
work?
I think she believes she enjoys it.
Yeah, I couldn't come up with a better explanation of why. I mean, she didn't seem that damaged. Obviously, there's something going on there, but it wasn't like she was like horribly molested as a kid or she was a prostitute for a while. It just seemed like she liked the attention that she gets from it.
Now, did you guys know that Bukkake was a form of Japanese punishment, as she described?
I knew it was Japanese. Because that's where we first found out about it. We used to get, in the late 80s and early 90s, we used to get these bizarre Japanese porn movies that we were fascinated with. Like, one of them was one of our favorite ones. It wasn't like we liked the actual act itself, but it was funny watching this woman's walking on the beach, and suddenly, like 50 Japanese guys, surround her. And then all of a sudden, like 10 Japanese guys are carrying a giant toilet, almost like a throne, and they bring it onto the beach, and then they sit down and they all yell at her to shit into the toilet. So we've always been interested in what goes. We know that like Japan has wacky shit going on. They're a very repressed society, those Japanese.
Now, Sabrina was literally up for anything, and Teddy, hit number one. At one point, Howard asked, "Is there anything that you wouldn't do?"
What won't you do? If you were allowed,
what won't I do? Okay.
Yeah. I think you're pretty much into.
Let's start with what you won't let anybody kill her yet.
Would you ever put your own fist up your own? Would you ever put your own fist up your own backside?
I've done that.
You have done that.
Yeah, I just started doing that. Actually, I was really surprised that it went up.
You pushed your whole fist.
How do you do that?
You're an amazing girl.
So clearly, and she later described how it compared to other things being in her ass, but to stick your fist up your own ass, that's a talent.
Well, Will had mentioned that he found out in the pre-interview that she could stick her fist up her backside and in her private parts, like one fist in one place, one fist in the other place. I actually wanted to see that. Call me kooky. It didn't turn me on, but that's almost like going to the circus. Like, you go, they tell you the man with two heads, and you go, that's not possible. They pull the curtain. Like, I wanted to see it that way.
What did you think of Sabrina, I guess, in Fabio's rules? Where they drew the line. No kissing.
It is interesting that that there's. You think that in this world there's no rules, and then you find out they have rules. I like the finger rule, not because of what it meant, but just because of the hygiene aspect of it. Meaning, there's rules. There's a rule for the rule. There's no fingering, but if you do follow the rule of cutting your nails correctly and hygienically washing them, then a finger's okay.
Now, you guys book a ton of guests for this show. Did you think they had any chance of getting on Ellen or Regis on this trip in this time?
They barely had a chance of getting on here.
You got to love how naive they were about that.
Well, see, that's what I loved about her as a guest. She totally knew that she'd never get on those shows, but she found it sweet that Fabio wanted her to get on the show. Was going to make those calls. Did they say that they actually made a call? Did Fabio make the call? To anyone?
Email.
Yeah.
They sent emails, right?
Yep.
They probably thought, like, Regis people probably thought it was like one of those disgusting spams. They're probably having their computer scrubbed right now.
Will, did you know about the UFO sighting?
Yes, she went into great detail about how she saw this UFO and it actually chased her down the country road for a while, and she had a whole thing. I mean, she seemed to know how bizarre it sounded, but she definitely believed it.
That was another great moment. Howard goes, well, where'd you see this UFO? And she goes, well, it was a rural road in Canada. And I'm going, of course it was.
Now let's talk about that Sibian ride. What were you wearing 2 masks for that?
Well, as I'm running in the door, Will goes, put your mask on. She's a squirter. So
just trying to warn him.
Which I thought was really nice of you, Will. Of
course.
So I went for the mask that gave me the best coverage. And then she said, she even sort of referenced it. It was a lot of talking going on at once, and the microphones weren't all where they were supposed to be. But she did say, do you have the mask on because I am a squirter? And I don't know if that got on mic or not. So luckily she didn't do that. But yeah, I'm always aware of that now. Fool me once.
And what'd you think of the ride?
I thought the ride was one of the most amusing rides I've ever seen. I mean, I don't know how real it was. Again, not to get so graphic, but sometimes these women sit on the Sibian and sometimes they ride the Sibian. She was riding the Sibian. She was like really like rubbing up against it, moving back and forth. But from an audible point of view, it was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my fucking life.
And at the end, why did Fabio tell Howard to back off? What happened during that?
I didn't see.
We were trying to figure it out. I mean, his mood definitely changed after the Sibian ride. He got more defensive and was like, all right, stay away from my girl type attitude.
Yeah, I almost felt like it was my fault, like she busted a nut while I was turning the knob, but I didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I turned it up full tilt about 20 seconds in, just sort of put it down.
Just floored it?
I floored it, exactly. I was doing donuts in the parking lot.
And it didn't break any of the rules. I mean, they were clear about the rules early on. So,
yeah. But I wonder if he's ever seen, like, say she really did, like, I don't know, what do you call it, bust a nut, blow it, whatever. Say she came. I wonder if he's ever been that close and seen it, even though it's not under the guy. It must be weird to see it when he's not in charge of it in front of a room full of guys.
I guess so. He was upset. Chris in New York, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How are you?
Good, Chris. How you doing?
You know what you were just talking about? It's funny because that's what I was thinking. He put up his hand at Howard because maybe he's feeling a little jealous of the Sibian. I mean, maybe that was authentic, that she was really getting off on it. I mean, I think it was definitely one of the better sounding Sibian rides that you guys have had on the show.
You should have seen it.
Looked like an exorcism.
Right, it was pretty wild.
The one thing I'll have to say, like Will and I have a lot of indicators, which I didn't see on her, which is the shaky arms and the quivering lip and stuff like that. But when she stood up, she was wobbly,
and she was teary eyed too. Like her, she had been crying, I think, a little bit.
The Sibian fucked her so hard she cried.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Have to clear my throat. Baba Booey was in some weird clearing throat thing today when he was explaining to me what was on our agenda. Every minute he was like, uh-oh. But a lot of phlegm. I was going to throw up.
It's that time of year.
It's phlegm time.
Boff, I'm having a hard day.
He announced it? Because
No.
even I'm like a little dry this morning.
No,
Yeah.
you got a cold.
No, it's just I didn't have any moisture. And
Too many berries.
Too many berries.
You need to eat something.
Too many berries.
You need to eat a bird
Have
or
a sandwich.
Yeah, if I eat a piece of chicken, this will go away.
you need to eat a fish or something.
You need a
Some sort of animal.
something living.
You need
A
a
squirrel.
roast beef and provolone.
People are now eating squirrels.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm sure Richard's dad.
Oh,
hunts
I'm sure
squirrel.
he's eaten lots of things. Roadkill.
He told us he had squirrel. Like when we first met Richard, I think he said his father eats squirrels.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's been like a common thing for a while.
Well, what happened was there was a warning put out that you shouldn't eat squirrels because, well, my warning would be don't eat them because they're rats.
I mean, yeah.
With fluffy tails.
They look filthy.
But they are. But the warning was that they were very toxic, that they were filled with lead.
Yeah.
And then
Where
found...
did they pick up lead?
Well, that's the funny part of the story. I guess some researchers were seeing if it was safe to eat squirrel.
Uh-huh.
So they put their guts basically in a blender and blend them up, and they looked around and they saw that there was high levels of lead. What they failed to realize at first was that the blender had lead in it. And so the squirrels are fine to eat. I just want you to know that. Did you guys eat squirrel?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Guy in the paper said, it doesn't taste like chicken, it tastes like squirrel.
It is. I didn't like it. I ate it when I was a kid, and I didn't. It reminds me of rabbit, if you've ever had rabbit. It's kind of similar, like real dark.
Well, isn't rabbit
meat.
supposed to be like a French delicacy, though? Don't is that true?
Yeah, but a lot of
Howard, I don't know. I've never been to Jean Georges.
One guy said that he enjoys the leg of the squirrel, the hind leg. Ooh.
That's the best part?
Yeah.
Well, that would be the most muscular.
Yeah, your dad, like, he knows no fear. Like, he'll eat anything that lives.
Well, the town that he grew up in, he introduced squirrels to that area.
He made squirrel raviolis.
Well, I guess he
What does he mean he introduced
He caught a squirrel.
You've never heard of squirrel before?
Well, no, there were no squirrels in this town he grew up in.
He was a squirrel importer.
Yeah, he did, really. He got squirrels from, I don't know, out of Missouri or something.
Johnny Squirrel Seed.
And he brought squirrels into this town, and they started reproducing. And in a few years, he said they were everywhere, and that's when they started hunting them.
So your father's the direct opposite of St. Patrick. He marched the rats into a town.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think there are going to be any statues erected to him.
I can't imagine.
Dang.
I cannot imagine eating a squirrel. I
Look,
mean, if I was
had
really hungry,
right.
I'd eat anything, but...
But in New York City and stuff, they're kind of like you see them in Central Park, and they're real cute and stuff. But out in the wild, you just see them running around in trees. They're more kind of like wild animals out there.
How many do you have to kill to put together a decent meal? I would think you'd have to eat like 6 or 7 of them.
70.
Well, I mean,
I'll take
if
2
you're
squirrels.
70
like
makes
Artie,
a nice squirrel salad.
How many do you have to kill to eat for 2?
Probably 2 or 3.
Oh, really?
I'd say 1 squirrel per person.
You can get that much meat off of a squirrel?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're a little meatier than they look.
No kidding. I would be more ashamed of that than cannibalism.
Yeah, I'd rather eat a person.
I just saw a documentary about the Donner Party.
Right.
And for years their family wanted to prove that no, they didn't eat the other people. And supposedly one of the women who was a descendant of one of the ones who survived said, "Oh no, now scientists have proven that we didn't eat other people. My great-grandfather didn't eat another person. But to me, I'd rather eat another person than a squirrel."
Right.
Isn't it
What
really
were they
hard?
eating?
Isn't it really hard to kill a squirrel? Like, I mean, to actually take your rifle and hit it? Have you ever shot one?
I haven't, but my dad does.
You said your father's a great shot.
Yeah.
And your dad can hit it from how far away?
Well, they're probably about 20 to 25 feet up in a tree.
Headshot?
And well, no.
If you hit him in the body, it's almost like all the meat's gone.
But yeah, it'll kind of ruin the meat. But yeah, it'll still knock him out of the tree if you hit him in the body. But you want to try and get the head. But
What are you using?
Probably a 308 or something like that, like a rifle or a 22. But
your dad can hit a squirrel on the run?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My dad has amazing eyesight. Like, we'll be driving down the road, and he can see a squirrel out of the corner of his eye in a tree that's like half a mile away.
And will he run out of the car and kill it just so he'll have dinner that night?
No, not usually. He'll just say, "Hey, look over there. You see that squirrel?" Or he'll see a deer from a mile away without even, just driving down the road
He's a real
off
hunter.
the side. Yeah.
That's his thing.
Like, he notices animals all around him without even looking for them.
Well, who do you think would be better at survival, Chuck Zito or his dad?
Who do you want, if you're stranded in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you want Richard's dad, but in an urban setting, you want Chuck Zito.
Mm-hmm. I think Chuck.
They're different kinds of animals.
Yeah, because Chuck will organize people and get them doing everything for him.
I think Chuck will have better stories too. I'm Richard's father. He's got some great stories. I bet.
He's
right?
got some wild ones.
Richard, grab the wheel. I'm going to get us dinner. So, did your dad ever pull over and go, "I'll get dinner," and then just like shoot some stuff?
Not really, because he's more of a sportsman. He'd go, if he sees it on the side of the road and goes to get it, that's not really a sport. He'd rather go out in the woods and spend a day, going after the animal. That's more sportsmanlike.
Oh wow, that's cool. Like, does he have certain rules of fishing too? Like,
real rules.
No, not really. Fish aren't like the same. Fish aren't as hard to get.
Me and a bunch of my buddies at the Jersey Shore when I was in high school, we had this rowboat we took out by the Barnegat Bridge, and it was nighttime, and we would shine a flashlight on the water, and the crabs would swim up to the light, and we'd net them. And we got busted. The Coast Guard came and said, you can be arrested for that because it's not sportsmanlike.
Yeah.
There are rules that you got to give
fair.
It's not fair to the crab.
And there's something called noodling that's only legal in Oklahoma.
Oh, you told us about that.
Where you go and grab the catfish out of their holes in the water when they're spawning. They're like laying their eggs in these holes in a certain time of year, and people can go reach into these holes, feel around, they'll feel a catfish and grab its mouth and pull it out.
No.
Sometimes the catfish are like 80 pounds, and there's people in Kansas you'll see with their fingers missing, or in Oklahoma with their fingers missing because they reached in and grabbed a turtle,
Wow.
Happened there. But
imagine losing your finger to a turtle.
So that's what all those missing fingers are about.
Yeah. I was wondering. I knew what the missing teeth were from. I didn't know what the missing fingers were from.
Usually noodling,
I thought they were all shop teachers.
Yeah, your old man's something else, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the guy you want, like your father was in Vietnam, too. So that's the kind of guy who goes. Like, they get these tough motherfuckers out there.
But then when they get back from Vietnam, they all move to, like, Kansas and get in the rural area.
Then they can still hunt and
still kill shit.
Well, when I was growing up, all I ate was catfish because he fished all the time. Quail, we ate a lot of quail because he loved to quail hunt.
Pigeons.
Raccoon. We never ate pigeons. They were too much. I mean, pigeons, I think, carry a lot of disease. So we never ate pigeons, but just all wild game. That's what we lived on when I was a kid.
Raccoons is the one that I cannot believe.
Yeah.
That just looks like nasty
It's
shit.
actually
you might as well be eating a ton of squirrels. That's horrible.
The squirrel is a little nastier than raccoon.
Should Dad and Mom ever go to the supermarket and just get like a steak or something to eat?
Yeah, they do that too. Yeah, like my dad makes an awesome hamburger too, but just it's so much cheaper and they love the sport and of hunting and fishing.
What do you mean? What does your mom do in all this?
Oh, you never watched the special on his family.
No.
She's got a huge part in this. I mean, the dad goes out and kills it. He takes it back to this house of horrors, the barn, and then that's where he skins them. And then you can watch that whole there's a special on Howard TV. I don't know if it's still up there because we rotate shows a lot. But there was one with Richard's parents. And then the dad skins him. And once he skins him, then it's over to Mom. Mom prepares the whole thing, cooks the whole thing. I mean, she spends all day on it because, you got to get that squirrel and raccoon taste out of that meat. I mean, you just can't fry that up and eat it.
Is that right?
Yeah, she stews it for the whole day. There's onions. There's all kinds of crap.
Beer. Sometimes you put it in beer.
Yeah, you spend the day trying to get rid of the fact that you're eating a raccoon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got to get rid of what it is to get it down.
It's vile.
I like to use cast iron. It seems to cook a little faster than your fancier stuff. Cut it down in smaller pieces, it cooks even faster. Okay, I'm going to cut up about half a cup of onion, stick in there, and some garlic powder, a couple of bay leaves. There we go. And it's set on 400, and it'll take about an hour for everything. I wrapped up some potatoes and my baked beans. spread this, that way incorporate all the barbecue sauce into it, and it looks more like barbecue beef. And I have fooled a lot of people by telling them, by not telling them it was pink. Pot with barbecue sauce. It's nice and spicy. Get it all warmed up and just add that to it. The sauce already heated, so shouldn't be much longer. And then it's served.
But when you think about it, like how
but you got to do it.
How is a chicken that much different than a raccoon?
You want to know something? It really isn't. It's a bird. You're eating a bird.
Yeah.
Every time I say that, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, you guys are eating birds now.
Like chickens actually.
I don't do it anymore.
Chickens actually probably eat as much junk and gross stuff as raccoons.
It's all It's all when you think about what we're doing, like something with a face and eyes, and we eat.
And it's hard sometimes growing up on a farm because we have pet chickens. Like we had one named Shithead, and we had chickens that are tamer that we won't eat, but it's still hard when you get attached to a chicken and then you're eating chicken that
And I'm
night.
sure you've eaten a lot of Shithead's friends.
Yeah,
That's weird, making one a pet and then eating the other ones.
Well, when I was a kid, we had a calf that was my pet for about a year.
And then what?
Well, then he had to go bye-bye and go to the... But
did you beg your dad not to eat him?
I didn't beg, but I cried like when we put him in the trailer to take him away. And
what'd you like? That's pathetic and heartbreaking. Did your dad like respond at all?
Well, yeah, but
did he make you eat it?
I did eat it. Yeah.
He said to you have to eat it?
No, he didn't say I had to, but I just did. That's when you're on a farm, that's kind of part of life. You know, I used to feed all the animals, so I knew I was attached to all
Does it
the
make
animals.
you sad to think about that?
It
You
does.
eat all your little friends.
Yeah.
Makes me sad that a calf is pretty evolved. You know, they can even follow commands, and they can they think kind of like my dog. I will say to my dog has a bed on the other side of the apartment because she snores. And I go, Bianca, go to bed now, and I'll get you in the morning. And she gets up, and she walks over to her bed. I mean, she's pretty
and now
evolved.
you're going to eat her?
That's what I mean. Like, doesn't the calf, like, even respond to somebody? Like, when the calf would see you, would it get excited?
It would come over to me, and I could pet it, and I would go out in the field and see it. But when we bought the calf, we bought it specifically for eating. It wasn't bought. If it was bought as my pet.
But how old were you? You were a little kid.
I was probably 10 or 11.
Yeah, you don't understand that.
Yeah.
You see this wonderful little creature, and
could you imagine eating Bianca?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, one day we go, well, we're hungry.
But I wasn't as close to this calf as you are to Bianca.
Right.
But it was something that I would go feed every day and pet. And, usually you're not petting your food before you eat it.
Yeah, man, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a hard
When you
one.
talk about what chickens eat, that special I saw on Killer Ants, they got into this village and they got into the chicken coop, these ants, and the chicken were eating all the killer ants. They'll eat anything. It's true. I mean, there's
Did the calf have a name?
I think like Caffey or something.
The naming of the animals out there is really crazy.
Yeah, you're as bad at naming animals as I was. I had little pets. I told you my frog was Dainty Jainty.
See, but that's a little creative.
Yeah, but Caffey is really bad. I mean, Dainty Jainty isn't much better, but Caffey.
We were just lazy when it came to names.
I'm going to name, what is this again? A cow? I want to name him Cowie.
And we had, me and my
This
sister.
here's Froggy.
Me and my sister were.
Yeah, you just put an IE on everything.
This is Chicken.
Caddy.
Caddy.
Me and my sister were in 4-H, so we'd get hogs every summer to raise for the county fair, and hogs are the same as cows. Like if you raise them, they get kind of tame. And
they say pigs
are very intelligent.
Are smarter than dogs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're great pets, but these hogs would get huge. I mean, several hundred pounds. So we couldn't really keep them as pets, but we'd take them to the county fair and then show them, like at a show where we win ribbons. But then it was so sad because at the end of the county fair, all the big trucks come in to take the pigs away, and you see just all these kids that are so sad that their hogs are going off to the slaughterhouse.
It was like Schindler's Pigs.
It was. It's
and
really
did you feel
sad.
like, gee, maybe I could save one of the pigs, or
Well, I mean,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably keep them, but the whole point of doing it was they get a certain age, and it's just time for them to be food.
And they're poor people; they need the money or the food.
Well, that was it too. That was a big part of our income. Me and my sister would sell these pigs at the county fair. They'd bring like $250 a piece. And so me and my sister each get $500. That's a
lot of money.
Lot of money. Plus, feeding a pig is really expensive.
Right.
I mean, you can feed them scraps and stuff too, but mostly we'd buy these big feed bags that were really expensive.
Yeah, so you got to make a return on your investment.
Yeah.
Bacon tastes too good to save those pigs, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's tough, man. Eating your pet
Seems like a lot of hard work just to,
When
gut
it's
the
a
animal.
different lifestyle
Yeah.
out there, definitely.
When you ate cafe, were you like thinking the whole time, this is cafe?
No, not really. I mean, I was a kid, so after a week or so, I
How
kind
long
of was
before
over
Kathy
it.
hit the table?
Probably a week, I guess. From
Oh, really?
Yeah,
When
I
your
can't
dad
really
killed it and then
remember.
it took a week to eat cafe?
No, my dad wouldn't kill it. He would they took it to the
Butcher?
Butcher, yeah. And
Your dad wouldn't kill cafe? He would pay someone to do that?
yeah, I mean,
I'm shocked.
Yeah, he can't. I don't.
He doesn't
he's
know how to
never-
kill a calf?
No, that's like brutal. I think I don't. Most people can't do something like that.
Yeah, but then you got to pay some dude. Your dad didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah, but that it was a lot cheaper than buying the beef at the store. That's why we did it because the butcher didn't charge much, and you could get a ton, like a year's worth of meat
Off a calf.
off of a cow or a calf. Yeah.
Really? A year's? What do? You freeze it?
We had a deep freeze. Yeah, but that's just that's a whole different thing when you kill like that. Killing a cow or like a pig, that's something most farmers don't do. They take it to the butcher to do it. Because
Wow.
that's like really hard to do. Real sad.
Jeez.
Sorry to bum you out.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of funny to me.
It's kind of funny.
But that's the whole story of Silence of the Lambs.
I mean, I don't. Talk about great birthday gifts. Shuli got me the best gift of anybody.
Which is?
He entered me in a Bacon of the Month club.
See, that's the problem with these movies, like Jerry Seinfeld's Bee movie, and now they even like try to make bees nice little things. Like now, everything becomes like human-like when you take these animals and you start putting
Well, after I
human
saw
attributes to them.
like when Babe came out, that pig was so cute. I
Yeah.
never wanted to eat bacon again after that.
I don't eat bacon.